David started experiencing some self-injury when he was about 4. He wasn't able to self-regulate his emotions, and so a lot of frustration, anxiety, head banging, and slapping his face. That was the only way he knew how to deal with it. I would have to sit right next to him in the car to keep him safe. I was always constantly near him. He was having hundreds of self-injurious behavior a day. They were calculating it at school on a clicker. I definitely needed more help.
Individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, they were outcasts in the beginning. They were just seen as a burden on society. From that, you got what we call institutes. They were faced, as many things are, with budget cuts. So they became these warehouses where it was just terrible. And that's kind of where Home of Guiding Hands history picks up. There was a group of families that said there had to be a better way.
They wanted to come together to provide more of a campus, a village, rather than an institutionalized sort of setting in just one building.
When I started, it was 25 clients that lived in each of the buildings. Community integration was very, very little.
It was a safe environment that had all the resources that you could want for a family. We had a church on the campus. We had a dance hall. We had a park-like setting with a pool.
We had health services and a main kitchen and an auditorium.
The dance, the rec room.
Right. It was quite a nice campus.
As with everything, things evolved. They not only want to be in their community, they want to be part of the bigger community. So we closed the campus and put together 31 residential homes.
When we opened our community living program, we were ahead of our time. I remember our CEO at the time telling us that other people from around the country laughed. They said, that'll never happen.
It was, again, Home of Guiding Hands taking this innovative approach of how can we meet the needs of the individuals we serve.
It's evolved and grown, and trends have changed, and we've gone with those trends to make the lives of people we work with better.
6 people in a home. The clients do their own cooking. They're able to help to pass their own medication. People are more independent, able to get out in the community more.
We're not sheltered and put away. We're part of the community. Our people work in the community and they shop in the community. That to me is what's important, is to know that they're here, but also what they're capable of.
In the 70s, legislators in California got together and said, we need to care for this population. It is our responsibility. And they're not holding true to that promise. And this is what I lose sleep over. There was a rate study done recently that showed this industry in California is underfunded by $1 billion. I'm afraid how the institutes became bad, that's what we're facing in the next few years. That the model that Home of Guiding Hands and other organizations have created is not going to be providing that adequate service. We made a promise to this population. To me, promise is, that's your word. That's what we stand behind. We made a promise as a state to care for this population, and we're not doing it. What I get asked a lot is, how can I help? What can I do? I think part of it is being that voice. Reach out to your legislators. Communicate that you want them to hold true to the promise that was made. Support Home of Guiding Hands and other organizations that provide the services. They need your funds. The governor's proposed budget has a $1 billion cut to this industry, and we've already talked about how it's underfunded. Your voice matters. All the changes we've seen in our industry over the last 50, 60 years has been from family members, community members, advocates. We are destined to repeat ourselves over again, and your voice is what can make a difference. HGH has seen tremendous amount of growth. I think for many reasons. We do what we do very well. When we started, we served 180 individuals in the campus. Last year, we served 4,600 individuals. And it's really interesting, individuals that decide to work in this industry get hooked for life.
To see people improve and gain skills. I work with someone that wasn't able to feed themselves. Now they can feed themselves. They're more independent. They weren't able to make their bed, but now they're able to make their bed.
They can achieve greatness in the most mundane things that we take for granted. I love to see that they take many times a great pride in that.
I have seen so many individuals I've worked with, clients, now able to speak up for themselves and say, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go, and that truly brings happiness to me and why I'm still here over all these years.
We've been in business for 55 years. If I had to guess on the number of people that we impacted, I would think it would be in the millions. And it's not just the individuals with the disabilities, it's the families, it's the community.
A Home of Guiding Hands is truly life-changing. I feel like they helped save David's life. About 2 years in is when we seen no self-injury at all. He found ways to self-regulate with the help of the staff and Alan.
He's a different person, you know? I'm speechless because David has become a different person. He's a different person. All right, there you go. Well done, man. Good job.
Just so much support from everybody to get to this point. His independence now is huge. He does laundry, he does dishes, he does all that, and I feel like that has helped him so much with his confidence. He's always happy. He's always laughing. He's so social. He goes out. He's always talking to everyone. He really brings the joy in every single room. One of my goals coming here was I just want to go out to eat with him. I just want to take him to the movies. I want him to go into the grocery store with me. And that may seem so small to some people, but that was huge. That was a dream for me, and it came true. I feel like anything is possible now. With, being told he's never gonna talk, I feel he's proof that people can literally overcome anything, any challenge they're facing. I don't look at the disability anymore, I look at the ability. What can he do? What is he capable of doing? And I feel like there's so much more to come.
Why you did it? Oh, good job.